Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators are marching down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Huge plays like... the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. They get it up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do it. Hard to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game tonight.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later.
Snatch it down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker shows you his speed right there.
At the 20, he's got space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking the field?
It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. Speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got him downfield. He's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Manuel. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Gators are on the move. Oh, they're after him. Nice move to keep running. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to add another. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be downed right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Heaves it deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Right on target this time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right, and they'll knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. nice timing by that defender.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
On the run, still looking. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Kentucky going quickly.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been...
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He unleashes a long one. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Gators in the hurry up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Quick strike complete. And they will score. Touchdown, Gators! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 pack.
Brings into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Bounced off his feet.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Unleashes it on the run. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. But I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Kentucky going quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
turning it on! He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gator. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Got his man downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And they swarm him under. Kentucky right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hubs it downfield. Working on the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got it behind the line. It's still. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Hauls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it with a first and goal. Looking to throw. And that pass was knocked down, but the good defensive play is not going to stand. I think the D was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The give to the tailback. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the black point, see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.